Welcome back to the Wise Minds the Guy podcast, the place where we laugh a little, think a little deeper, and hopefully avoid emotional potholes on the highway of life. I'm your host, Nat Plastino. Today's episode is all about midlife perspective, that strange, magical, slightly confusing season where you suddenly realize two things. One, you're wiser than you used to be. Two, your knees now make sound effects when you stand up. But seriously, midlife can be one of the most powerful turning points in our lives. It's not the end of the story, it's often the beginning of finally understanding the story. You know, when you're younger, life feels like a race. We chase success, approval, relationships, careers, abs, followers, and whatever else society tells us we should want. We think happiness lives somewhere out there. But then midlife arrives like a calm but honest friend and says, "Hey, are you even enjoying this?" And wow, that question changes everything. Many people hit midlife and feel stuck looking backward. They replay old mistakes, lost opportunities, failed relationships, or the version of themselves they used to be. It's easy to romanticize the past. Suddenly, your old apartment with no air conditioning becomes the good old days. And here's the truth: the past is a teacher, not a prison. As Confucius once said, study the past if you would define the future. Notice he didn't say live in the past. There's a huge difference. Midlife gives us perspective because by then we've seen enough of life to realize that perfection was never the goal. Growth was. And honestly, that realization is freeing. You stop needing to prove yourself to everyone. You stop arguing online with strangers with weird online names. You stop buying things you don't need just to impress people you barely like. You begin asking deeper questions. What truly matters to me? How do I want to spend the rest of my energy? What kind of memories do I want to create going forward? That's the beauty of midlife. It's not about losing youth. It's about gaining clarity. Sometimes we think getting older means becoming less alive, but often the opposite is true. Midlife can wake us up. It can shake us out of autopilot. Maybe you finally start the hobby you ignored for years. Maybe you travel more. Maybe you forgive someone. Maybe you forgive yourself. That last one is a big one. Because a lot of people carry guilt from their younger years. We all have moments we cringe at. Some of us can't even look at old Facebook posts without feeling needing therapy. But maturity teaches us compassion for ourselves. We realize we were learning. We were trying. We were imperfect humans doing our best with the awareness we had at the time. As Carl Jung said, life really does begin at 40. Up until then, they are just doing research. Now, that quote is both comforting and terrifying at the same time. But there's wisdom there. Midlife isn't a dead end, it's a recalibration point. And here's something important: we don't move forward by pretending the past never happened. We move forward by making peace with it. The past can inform us without defining us. You are not your old mistakes. You are not your missed opportunities. You are not the chapters that hurt. You are the author holding the pen right now. And maybe the best part of midlife is realizing time becomes more valuable. You stop wasting it as casually. You appreciate simple moments more deeply. Good conversations, quiet mornings, laughter with family, a walk outside without checking your phone every 7 seconds. Perspective changes everything. So if you're entering midlife or already there, don't fear it. Embrace it. This phase of life may be the exact moment where you finally become the most authentic version of yourself. Not stuck in the past, not afraid of the future, just fully awake in the present. And that, my friends, is a beautiful place to be. Thanks so much for tuning into the Wise Minds the Guy podcast. If this episode connected with you, helped you reflect, or even made you laugh a little, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. It truly helps this podcast grow and reach more thoughtful minds like yours. Keep learning, keep growing, and remember, your best chapters may still be ahead of you.